with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Sunday, January 17th. And for you, today is got an interesting dynamic. Okay, so for the most of us, I think today is going to be this beautiful, harmonious day filled with very easy flow and energy for all of us that are working in a high vibration, who know how to control our desires and our optimism and pleasure-seeking abilities. I think it's just going to be one of those days where we just feel a sense of peace and harmony in our routines, and there is some sort of, when we feel peace and harmony in our routines, there's just an overall feeling that we are satisfied with the direction our life is going. And for some people, the satisfaction of knowing the direction of where your life is going, or the fact that you have spent so much time in reflective energy, and the goals that you're starting to understand the direction of your goals and the validity of those goals and how they pertain to the past, why they did not work out, and you're starting to understand on this really elevated level what it's going to take to achieve some of the goals as far as in relationships, in some of the routines that you have, as well as in some sort of moving forward energy that really honestly is attaching you to some longevity, some very serious longevity. Now, for some of you, how much do you love me? You're going to be stubborn about something. Emotionally, you're going to attach to something and you don't want to let it go. There's going to be a need to control something that Saturn does not, it wants you to release. And you're stubborn. And you do not want to let go of this limiting belief system, this area where you, if you lose control of it, it threatens the structure that you were investing in, and you know you need to make this decision, but there's a vulnerability that you're not willing to relinquish control in. For some of you, the moon in Taurus is going to be in a quincunx with Saturn and Sagittarius. Okay, I really want to explore this energy because it jumps off the page for me, and when energy jumps for me, I know it's going to be something that I'm going to feel that day. So, I think what you're going to be feeling is a sense of attachment to something that no longer serves you. And I think you're going to have a difficult time releasing this attachment to an area in your life that you thought had some potential. Sorry, looks stupid. Much better. That you thought had some potential, that you thought was going to be your future, and Saturn is removing that from your life, and that is very difficult for you to understand at this point. This area in your life this limitation in your life prevented expansion. And so the removal, the reality of your situation is very difficult to understand. Okay, often when our lives go in a different direction and we were very goal-oriented in one specific part of our life, and as we start to expand and opportunity is created in a completely different area in our life, and in something that challenges our ability to stay strong and empowered, it's a challenge. Often what we do is we seek familiarity in an area that's dysfunctional, because familiarity is better than new energy. New energy is very difficult. Now remember that we had a new moon in Capricorn, and gosh, it was stimulated by the sun, it was stimulated by Mercury, it was stimulated by Venus, it was stimulated by Saturn, it was stimulated by Pluto. And So what we do when we have energy like that is we go through the next 30 days, we go through that next 28-day cycle where we start to reassess those goals, we plant our seeds, and we nourish that soil. That's the easy part, right? Planting a seed, playing in the soil, that's all earth energy. That rocks. That's easy for us. We can do that. But when it comes to the fact that the seed is starting to sprout, that crap is really scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're getting feelings. We're feeling sensitive. All of our emotions, all five senses are starting to understand and direct us in a different direction. And we don't want that. We want to stay stuck. We're having a hard time going in the direction of the new you, the new future, the new outcomes, the new goals, the new perspectives. It's so new that you want to stay stubborn and stuck, and you want to limit, you want to sabotage the new energy and hold on to old energy. And that's highly probable in this energy today as this quincunx occurs in you. And this is emotional. When you are emotionally experiencing a quincunx, this really dives deep into emotional momentum is you. That's what sets you apart from all mammals, is the fact that our brain attaches so much emphasis to emotional momentum. So understand that right now we are very hypersensitive emotionally. Some of us that are working in the lower vibration anyway, some of us are working in fab energy, but some of us who have this lower vibration, change, facing where we lose power, getting control of our ego-based responses, how we deal with ego, realigning our thinking with a past-based goal that was a challenge, and now we're bringing it forward again. We're facing it. It's in our face. We're looking at the demon that we need to overcome, and this stuff is hard work, and we are facing a lot. Now, I love this energy. I like a good challenge, but I got an Aries moon, so it makes it pretty stinking easy for me to be like, like, bitches, like, demon, you want to rock this? Like, let's try. Let's brawl. Let's do it. Like, I have that kind of energy. I don't back down. I don't yield. When I want something and the goal is locked and loaded on, nothing deters me. I don't stop ever until I get what I want. It's all that Aryan energy in my moon, and I've got a Leo ego, so screw that. There's no mercy. But for some of you that it's different. You have maybe a different position in your moon, or maybe your Mars is in a different position. It's more passive aggressive, and you're facing your demon, and you're like, dude, you're big and scary, and I'm gonna run over here, and I'm just gonna pretend like I don't see the big scary demon right now. And that energy is real. And I don't want to put down those, or I don't want you guys to not feel that I don't understand deeply what it's like to face something, because even an Aryan moon understands when ego falls. Because of course we go through a falling ego all the time, because we're so ego oriented that we get our butts slapped like a ton of times, because we have to understand, we have to develop these filters, and there are ramifications for all of our actions. So everybody goes about it in a different way, but this is a hypersensitive area. We've got a Taurian moon here. We've got all of our senses, our body. So we've got a lot of anxious energy, anxiety. We're feeling tired. We're feeling like we need to retreat. We're feeling like we need to wander off, be on our own. We need to really process and think about things. This is thinking energy. This is, what you're doing? You're pulling back. This isn't goal-oriented, gung-ho, kick butt, no way. This is, I'm going to pull back. I'm going to reassess you're really in tune with your body, and you're going to be like, I'm not aligned with moving forward energy right now. So guess what we have to counterbalance that quincunx? We have the most beautiful energy is a blessing in trine. the most. I don't really like trine energy, but trine energy in this specific situation means that it's such a harmonious flow of energy that we're going to pull back and not do nothing. This is healing energy. It's time to reload. It is time to reassess. It is time to recharge. Trine energy is great energy to recharge in. And so let's just recharge today. You know, let's find really wonderful ways to seek empowerment through all of our senses. We're going to really inundate all of our senses with just positive light, motivation for healing. Chiron, the most beautiful energy that I see in here. Okay, I'm sorry, there are two. The moon in Taurus is going to sextile Neptune and Pisces. And then we've got Mercury in Capricorn sextiling Chiron and Pisces. So let's concentrate on healing Neptunian energy. Let's get a little idealistic. You know, let's focus. You know what I do when I am bummed? This is going to sound so stupid, but it rocks for me because I'm immature. And I have this cute little dreamy Gemini rising. So when I get bummed about my financial situation, you know what I do? I think about the fact that I just won that $800,000 or $900 or $1 billion in the lottery. And I go on a shopping trip in my pea brain. And I think about all the things I would do different. And it's just immediately where your attention goes is where energy flows, and I am just in a whole different mindset when I do that. I have learned to do that in my brain when my life becomes limiting and Saturn is throwing up too many obstacles. I think of an idealistic point of view, and you know what? I go on I feed my mind positive energy. And that's super important to do when you get energy that is Saturn in a quincunx with your moon in a personal planet. Saturn, control, limitation, restriction, is trying to restrict where you emotionally invest and how you seek emotional fulfillment. That's just bummer energy. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I might just train it on out today, chill the frack out, and we're just going to just go with the flow today and stop being so goal-oriented. There's feminine energy. I would please all your senses. I would get in touch with your feminine side, and I would just train it out, and we'll concentrate on tomorrow's energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again next week.